Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today the subject we are studying is Cambridge O Levels D Maths 4024. We also called it Mathematics Syllabus D. And today we are going to work on paper 2 of this subject. And we have selected May June 2020 2-1 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the variant 1, or you can say zone 1. Scientific calculator is allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper. The time allowed for this paper is, you know, the time allowed for this paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes. So Cambridge Assessment International Education and Cambridge O Level Mathematics Syllabus D, paper 2. So let's start the first paper, first question. Okay. So the first question coming up on your screen is that it says that the speed in the V km/h of 80 vehicles traveling along a road were recorded. The results are shown in the table. So from 30 to 40, there are 10 cars. From 40 to 50, there are 18 cars. From 50 to 60, there are 27 cars. From 60 to 70, there are 19 cars. And from 70 to 80, there are 6 cars. Their question is calculate an estimate of the mean speed of the vehicle. So if you want to find out the mean speed of the vehicle, the method is very simple. I will try to find out the mid values of these classes. For example, this is from 30 to 40. So its mid value you can find out by adding these two, 30 and 40, the class limits. And then you, whatever is their sum, you divide it with the two. So for 30 plus 40, that will be 70. 70 divided by 2, that will be 35. So I will call that x, the mid value, and then I will multiply that with the frequency, which is represented with the f. And then I will write here a column of fx, and that will, the mean is the summation fx divided by the summation f. Okay. So on your screen, the question number 1 is showing up. So the mid value of the first class is 35, the second class it is 45, and the third class is 55, and then 65 and 75. So these are the mid values. I will call them x. I know their frequencies, the frequency of the each class. That first class is frequency is 10, the second class is frequency is 18, the third class 27, the fourth class is frequency is 19, and the last class is frequency is 6. So I will multiply the frequency and the mid values. So you multiply 35 and 10, you get 350. 45 multiply 18, you get 810. 55 multiply 27, so you get 1485. 65 multiply 19, you get 1235. And 75 multiply 6, you get 450. The mean is the summation fx divided by summation f. So you will add up all the members in this column. So when you add 350 plus 810 plus 1485 plus 1235 and plus 450, you get 4330, and you divide it with the sum of the frequency. So add up all the frequencies. So that will be the summation f. And so you will have 4330 divided by 80, and it will give you 54.125. So that is question number 1. It's A part 54. So that was, I think, 54 point. So here we go, 54.1. So our answer is 54.125. Okay, so our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the next question. He says, draw the cumulative frequency diagram. So, so for this purpose, I will need the cumulative. Okay. So if you want to draw the cumulative frequency curve, so you can see here on the x-axis, the class is represented, and on the y-axis, the cumulative is represented. So if you want to for example, if you want to find out the cumulative frequency of each class, so you simply add up the frequencies. So the first frequency remains as it is. The next frequency is added in it. So I will and the dot of the cumulative frequency is put on this upper limit of the class. So x-axis, on x-axis, you will check where is the 40 and its cumulative is 10. So at 40, I will put a dot of, at 40, I will put a dot of, okay. So at 40, I will put a dot of 20. Sorry, 10, I said 20. And here we go. So you will add 10 and 18. So 10 plus 18, it will be 28. So at 50, I will put a dot of 28. So at 50, I will put a dot of 28. Okay, then I will add up the next frequency, and the next frequency is 27. So in 28, I will add the 27, so I get 55. So at 60, I will put a dot of 55. At 60, I will put a dot of 55. You can see I put a dot here. Okay, then I will add the next frequency in the 55, so plus 19, and it will be 74. So at 70, I will put a dot of 74. At 70, I will put a dot of 74. You can see I put a dot here. And then I will add 9 into the 74. So it will be 80. So at 80, I will put a dot of 80. So at 80, I will put a dot of 80. So you get how you get the cumulative frequency. By the first frequency remains as it is, then I add the next frequency, then I add the next frequency, then I add the next frequency, and then I add the next frequency. So this is how you will find the cumulative frequency for each class. So then you will join these points with a smooth curve, and you can see the cumulative frequency curve is always in this shape. So I hope you can see this, and hopefully this is visible to you. So this is how you will do this part, and this part was that was the part number B. So where you have to draw this. So draw the cumulative frequency curve. From this table, we first of all found the cumulative frequency, and then we plotted the cumulative frequency will be on the y-axis, and on the x-axis, we will have the upper limits of this class. Okay. So this is how you will draw the cumulative frequency curve. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen is, it says use your cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate for the median. So if you want to find out the median from this diagram, so the total cumulative here, the last number of the cumulative was 80. So I will find the 50% of the 80, and here you can see I have here, I will find the 50% of the 80, that is 40. So I will check the 40 on the y-axis. From that 40 on the y-axis, I will go to the graph, and this is the 40. I will take 50% of that 80, and that's 40 from 40 on the y-axis. From here, I go to the graph, and below this point, I check what is the value of the x. It looks like that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 55. So the median will be 55. I hope you understand how we have done this. So let me show you, correct? He says that the median will be from 53 to 55. So our answer is 55 is right. Then the question is find the interquartile range. The interquartile range is basically upper quartile minus the lower quartile. We say Q3 minus Q1. So Q3, I can find out the Q3. The Q3 is 75% of the total cumulative. So 75 by 75%, 75 by 100 into 80, that's 60. So I will go to the graph, and I will on the y-axis check where is the 60. So from this, I will go to the cumulative frequency curve, and below this, when that intersects the cumulative frequency curve, and under that point, I will check what is the value on the x, and it looks like that it is 62 something maybe. And so it means that the cumulative Q3, that is 62. So it is 62, that is Q3, the upper quartile. Now I will find out the lower quartile. We also call it the Q2 and sorry, Q1. The lower quartile is 25% of the 80, that will be 20. So I will go to the cumulative frequency. On the y-axis, I will check where is the 20. From that 20, I will go to the graph. When it intersects the cumulative frequency curve below that point, I will check what is the value on the x, and that looks like it likes for it is 46, I think. So the Q1 value is 46. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So it will be 62 minus 46, and that will be 16, I think. So our answer is 16. Let's hope a little bit. It says that the interquartile range will be from 14 to 18. So our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the next question. He says that the next question is question number 2. Their first question is, he says, okay, so the next question is question number 2. He says, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So if you look at carefully on the triangle A and the triangle B, you will, it's a 2 marks question, and you can see that the triangle has been reflected. Okay, so if you look at the triangle A and B, this is a reflection because you see the triangle, the A and the B, they look like the mirror image of each other, so it's a reflection. So if you want to find out the line of reflection, the method is very simple. You join the same points with each other in the object and the image, and you draw their perpendicular bisector. For example, this point and this point, you join them with each other, draw its perpendicular bisector. That will be this line. So it means that it's a reflection in the line in the x-axis. Or you can say it's a reflection in the line y equals to 0. So I think, where is our answer? Okay. So describe fully, this is the line of reflection. Okay. So it is the, I think you can write here, it's the reflection in the line y equals to 0, or you can say it's reflection in the x-axis. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and in the next question, it says triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by a rotation of 90-degree anti-clockwise about the 1,1. Draw the triangle C. Okay, so this is A, and let me show you. Let me try so you become easy to. Okay, so this is basically, okay. So here we have that center of rotation, which is 1,1. This is the triangle A. So because this vertex of the A is on the center of rotation, so it will not have the image. So it will remain here, and this point here, and this point here. So 1, 2, 3. This is 3 steps, 3 squares away from the center of rotation. And because it's a straight line, so when you rotate it 90-degree anti-clockwise, so this will come here. So this angle is 90. So 3 steps in this direction, 3 steps in this direction. So you will have this point. This point is here. So when you rotate it 90-degree, it will be on this line. This distance in this direction is 1 diagonal. So you will have the same distance in this direction, 1 diagonal. So put a dot here. So join these 2 dots with each other. So this is the image, and we will call it C. This is the rotation of the triangle A about 1,1 through an angle of 90-degree anti-clockwise. So you can see reflection in the x-axis. These are the answers, and rotation, and you will have 1,1, correct rotation. So let's see what was the question. Anti-clockwise, you are supposed to rotate it. So we are done with this question. So you can see the coordinates given there. our answers are right. 0, comma 2, 1, comma 4, 1, comma 1. These are the coordinates of that triangle C, which we have also drawn here. Okay, so the next question they are asking is triangle A is mapped onto triangle D by a single transformation P. The matrix representing the P is 2, 0, 0, 2. Describe fully the single transformation P. Okay, so so what I will do, I will take the coordinates of the A, which is the object here, and I will multiply the transformation matrix with the object coordinates, and I will get the image coordinates. And then I will plot them. I will plot them on the grid, and from there I will get an idea that what does this matrix represent. So you see, I can take the points 1, comma 1, and then next point is 2, comma 2, and the third point is 4, comma 1. So these are the coordinates of the object. I will represent them in the form of I will represent them in the form of what you say, in the form of a matrix, and from there I will multiply them, and from there I can decide that what are the coordinates of the image. So you can see that here I am trying to show that. So what I have done here, uh, so you can see here, this is a transformation matrix 2, 0, 0, 2, and I will multiply it with the coordinates of the object, and our coordinates of the object are 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1. These are the coordinates of the triangle, the triangle A, and that's our object. So multiply this. So from here, I will take the rows. From here, I will take the columns. From here, I will take the rows. And first of all, this row will multiply. So 2 multiply 1, that will be 2, plus 0 multiply 1, that will be 0. So it will be 2. 2 plus 0 will be 2. And 2 multiply 2, it will be 4. 0 multiply 2 will be 0. So 4 plus 0 will be 4. And when this row will multiply with the third column, so you will have 2 multiply 4, it will be 8, and plus 0 multiply 1, that will be 0. So 8 plus 0 will be 8. Now this row will multiply with these columns, and 0 multiply 1, 0, plus 2 multiply 1, that will be 2. So 0 plus 2 will be 2. 0 multiply 2 will be 0, plus 2 multiply 2 will be 4. So 0 plus 4 will be 4. Now this 0 will multiply with this 4, that will be 0, plus 2 multiply 1, that will be 2. So 0 plus 2 will be 2. So these are the coordinates of that. You can say uh, the image of the A under this transformation matrix. So I will put dots on 2, comma 2, 4, comma 4, 8, comma 2. These are the coordinates of the image. So when I will plot them, it will be something like this: 2, comma 2, 4, comma 4, and 8, comma 2. So when you plot them, uh, it will be, sorry, it will be, what are the coordinates? Let me see. 2, comma 2. It is 2, comma 2, 4, comma 4, 8, comma 2. So where is 2, comma 2? 2, comma 2 will be here, and 4, comma 2 is here, and 8, comma, the next column was 8, comma 2. Okay. So it will be 8, comma 2, 8, comma 2 will be here. So I will join them. So this is that triangle. So you can see this triangle has become larger. So it seems that it's enlargement. So I will join the same points with each other, and I will prolong them. This and this is same point. So you can see they are intersecting at this point, which is 0, comma 0. So the center of enlargement is 0, comma 0. And the distance of the object, for example, I take this point, the distance of this the coordinate of the image is 2 from here, and the distance of same object from the center of enlargement is 1. So 2 divided by 1, the scale factor will be 2. So I can show you that so you can say that it's enlargement, of the scale factor 2, and the center of the enlargement is 0, comma 0. So I hope that you have understood that how this is done. So let me go back. Okay, so let's check what is the answer here. So it says enlargement scale factor 2, center 0, comma 0. So this is how you will do the question number 2. I hope you understand this. And that was the question. It was the 3 marks part. So we are going to the next question. The question number 3 is coming up on your screen. He says, rearrange m equals to 4 n minus 3 to make n the subject. Okay, so very simple and straightforward question. So this is the A part. So here we come. Question number 3, A part. M is equal to 4n minus 3. So you want the n to be the subject of the formula. So it means I will make n alone on one side. So I will take this minus 3 to the other side and it will add there. So you will have m plus 3 equals to 4n. So that 4 is multiplying with the n. It will go to the other side and it will divide there. So you will have m plus 3 divided by 4. So n is equals to m plus 3, the whole thing divided by 4. So this is how you will make n the subject of the formula. So you can see here, this is the answer and our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the question number 3. It's B part. The previous question was of 2 marks. This question is of 3 marks. Okay, so they say solve these in simultaneous equations, show your working. Okay, so here we have 2 equations given, 10x plus 7y equals to minus 3. That's the first equation. And 5x minus y is equals to 3. That is the second equation. So if you want to solve them simultaneously, one method is very simple. Here the coefficient of the y is plus 7. Here the coefficient of the y is minus 1. So you can multiply the second equation with the 7 and then you can add the first and the second equation. And the y will be automatically eliminated from it. And then you will have the value of the x. And once you have the value of the x, then you can find out the value of the y. So the method is showing up here. So you can see nx plus 7y is equals to minus 3. So that's the first equation. 5x minus y is equals to 3. That's the second equation. So what I will do, I will multiply the second equation with the 7 and then I will add both these equations. So you can see here, this is 10x plus 7y. That's the left side of the first equation. Plus 7 bracket 5x minus y bracket close equals to minus 3 plus 7 into 3. So it will be 10x plus 7y. This 7 will multiply with both these terms. So you will have 35x minus 7y equals to minus 3 plus 21. So you will have plus 7y minus 7y, they will be cancelled. So you will have 45x equals to 18. So x will be equals to 18 divided by 45, and you can cut them with the table of 9. They can be cancelled. So you will have 2 by 5. So the x is equals to 0.4. So now you have the value of the x. You can substitute the value of the x in the equation number 1, or you can do it in the equation number 2, wherever you like it. I'm going to put x equals to 0.4 in the equation number 1. And the equation number 1 is 10x plus 7y equals to minus 3. So 10 into 0.4 plus 7y equals to minus 3. So when you multiply 10 with the 0.4, it is 4. And 4 plus 7y equals to minus 3. So 7y will be equals to minus 3 minus 4. So 7y is equals to minus 7. So y will be equals to minus 7 divided by 7. So y will be equals to minus 1. So the x is 0.4 and the y value is minus 1. So x is equal to 0.4 and the y is minus 1. So from marking scheme, I can tell you our answer right. This was 3 marks question. Then we have another 3 marks question, and it says solve the equation 5x squared plus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Show all your working and give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. He's already telling us that the answer will be correct to 2 decimal places. You have to write the correct answer in up to 2 decimal places. So it means that the answer, the roots, the solution of these equations, they are not integers. They are going to be decimal fractions. So I'm going to apply the quadratic formula to solve this equation. And you can see the coefficient of the x square is 5. So the a is 5, the b is 3, and the C is -1. So I will apply the quadratic formula. So let's do that. So question number three, C part 5x squared plus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. So A is 5, B is 3, and the C is -1. So the x will be equals to, the quadratic formula, minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, and below it we have 2a, below all of them. The denominator is 2a. So just substitute the value of the a, b, and the c. So you will have x is equals to minus 3 plus minus square root, and under the square root, under this radical sign, I write 3 square minus 4 into 5 into -1. And then you have by sign here, and then you have 2 multiply 5 in the denominator because the a value is 5. So upstairs you will have -3 plus minus, this will be 9, minus minus will be plus, that will be 20. So by 10. So you will have, what you will have? X is equals to -3 plus minus 29 square, the square root of the 29 will be 5.385, and the whole thing divided by 10. So now you have two options. Either you will go with -3 plus 5.385 equals to divided by 10. You will get 0.2385. Or you will go with the -3 minus 5.385 equals to divided by 10. And the answer will be minus 0.838. So you have two values of x, and one value is 0.24 and the other value is minus 0.84. So this is how you will do this question. And let me now I hope that you can see the whole question. The whole question is showing up on your screen. That's question number 3. And it's C part. So let's check question number 3. It's C part. You can see the question number 3 and it's C part. The answers are showing up on your screen. You can see our answers are right. Our answers are the same. Okay. Our answers are same. So we are going to the next. This was a 3 marks question. Okay, now again a 3 marks question, but this is question number 4. It's a 3 marks question. He says, Anton invests $6,000 and in an account for 5 years. The account has a compound interest rate of 2.5% per year. At the end of the 5 years, he spends $4,200 of this money on a family holiday to Malaysia. How much money is left in the account? So it's how much marks? 3 marks question. So the principal amount is $6,000. The time is 5 years. The rate of the compound interest is 2.5% per year. The compounding is done yearly. So I will find out how much is the compounded amount, and from the compounded amount, I will subtract that 4,200. So this is the strategy of doing this part. That's question number 4, and it's A part. So here we go. So the question number 1 is, okay. The part number 1 is going to show up on your screen. Okay. So here we go. Okay, so the compounded amount will be equal to the principal amount, bracket start, 1 plus r divided by 100, bracket close, raised to power t. The principal amount is 6,000, bracket start, 1 plus, the rate is 2.5% per annum, divided by 100, bracket close, and the periods for which the compounding will be done, there will be 5 periods. So the time is 5. So you just have to enter this in your calculator. The method is very simple. In your calculator, you will write 6,000, bracket start, 1 plus 2.5 divided 100, bracket close, raised to power 5 equals to, you will get $6,788.45. The expenditure, so this is the compounded amount which they will have in their, account. So from this account, they spend, the expenditure was $4,200. So how much is the money left? That will be 6,788.45 minus 4,200, and that will be $2,588.45. So this is how you will do this question. Let's see. So what is the answer? Our answer is 2588, and their answer is 2588. Or when you round them off, it will be to 3 significant figures will be 2590. So our answer is right. Okay, so that was the A part. Okay, so it was a 3 marks question. And then again, we have the B part of the question number 4, and it's 3 marks question, question number 4, B part. Anton changes $800 into Malaysian ringgits for his trip. The exchange rate is $1 equals 3.16 Malaysian ringgits. He spends 2,250 Malaysian ringgits and then changes the remaining money back into dollars. The exchange rate on his return is $1 is equals to 3.27 Malaysian ringgit. How many dollars does he receive on his return? Give your answer correct to the nearest dollar. Okay, so the methodology is very simple. You see, first of all, you have $800 and you will convert them into the Malaysian ringgits, and the exchange rate is $1 equals to 3.16 Malaysian ringgits. So you will find out how many Malaysian ringgits you have, and whatever the Malaysian ringgits you will get, from them, you will subtract 2250 Malaysian ringgits, and the remaining money will be converted back into dollars. But when you convert that back into dollars, the exchange rate is a different exchange rate. When you will converting back the remaining Malaysian ringgits back into dollars, and the rate of exchange which you will use is $1 equals to 3.27 Malaysian ringgits. So then you will check how many dollars does he receive on return. Okay, so very simple question. We use the method of proportion to solve this kind of questions. So dollars and the Malaysian ringgit, $1 is equal to 3.16 Malaysian ringgit. So you have $800. So how many Malaysian ringgits you will get? So it will be 1 by 800 equals to 3.16 by x. So cross multiply. So the x will be equals to 800 multiplied 3.16. So you will get 2,528 Malaysian ringgits. Out of this, he spent 2,250 Malaysian ringgits. So let's see how many Malaysian ringgits are left. So money left will be 2,528 minus 2,250. So 278 Malaysian ringgits are left with him. So now he will convert them back into dollars, but the exchange rate is now a little different. This time when he tries to convert back the Malaysian ringgit into dollars, the exchange rate is $1 is 3.27 Malaysian ringgits. So I will use this exchange rate. I will use the method of proportions, dollar and Malaysian ringgit. $1 is 3.27 Malaysian ringgit. So he have 278 Malaysian ringgit. So how many dollars he will get? So I'm representing that with the y. So 1 by y will be equals to 3.27 divided by 278. So cross multiply. So 3.27y will be equal to 278. So y will be equals to 278 divided by 3.27. And that will be $85. So he's left with $85. So this is how you do this part. Let me show you the whole part. And question number 4, B part, the whole question is showing up on your screen. And you can pause the video and you can take your time with this. Let me check the answer. So the answer is question number 4, B part. You can see 85 is the answer. So our answer is right. Okay. That was a 3-mark question. Okay, so we are going to the next question. It's also a 3-mark question. Question number 4. It's a C part. He says, Anton invests $1,500 in an other account. The account has a compound interest rate of P% per year. At the end of 3 years, there is $1,598.85 in the account. Calculate the value of the P. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. You see the principal amount is $1,500. The compounded amount is $1,598.85. The rate of the interest is P% per year. The time duration is 3 years, so the compounding periods are also 3. And so we want to find out the rate of interest. We want to find out the value of this P. Okay, so very simple. I will write the formula of the compounded amount. And the formula for the compounded amount is, let me bring that question up. Okay. So here we have compounded amount is equal to the principal bracket start 1 plus r divided by 100 bracket close raised to power t. So the compounded amount is 1598.85 equals to the principal is 1500 bracket start 1 plus the rate is p%. So p divided by 100 bracket close raised to power 3. So that 1500 which is multiplying on the right side with the bracket, I will take it to the other side and it will divide on the other side. So 1598.85 divided by 1500 is equals to bracket 1 plus p divided by 100 bracket close raised to power 3. So when you divide 1598.85 with 1500, it will give you 1.0659. So then I will take cube root on both the sides. So I will take cube root on both the sides. So I want to get rid of this cube. So when you take the cube root of 1.0659, it is 1.0215. And this cube root, they will be cancelled. So you are left with 1 plus p by 100. So this 1 will go on the other side and it will subtract there. So p by 100 will be equals to 1.0215 minus 1. So p will be equals to 100 into 0.0215. So it will be 2.15%. So the rate of interest is 2.15%. It's a question of 3 marks. So I hope you understand 2.15%. So our answer is also 2.15%. So question number 4, it's C part. Our answer is right. So we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is a company makes and packages chocolate bars. This box contains a chocolate bar. The box is in the shape of a triangular prism. Show that x is equal to 4.5. This is the base of that prism, and you can see it's in the shape of a right angle triangle. Its base is 6 centimeter. Its hypotenuse is 7.5. The base of that triangle, I mean. And this perpendicular, we don't know. So I want to find out very simply. I want to show that it is 4.5. So I will apply the Pythagoras here, and by Pythagoras, I can show that the value of the x is 4.5. So that's a 2 marks question, and that is question number 5. So coming up on your screen. So I will apply the Pythagoras there, and it is x square plus 6 square is equal to 7.5 square. So x square is equal to 7.5 square minus 6 square. So x square will be equal to 20.25. So the x will be equal to, I will take square root on the both sides, and x will be equal to the square root of the 20.25, and the x will be equal to 4.5 centimeter. So this is what we were supposed to show. And okay, now that was a 2 marks question. Then he says these boxes are packed into cartons, and each carton is a cuboid with the internal dimensions 30 centimeter by 20 centimeter by 8 centimeter. 80 boxes fill one carton exactly. Calculate the value of the age. So there's a big carton, and in that the length of the carton is 30, and the width is 28, and the height is h, and the 80 such chocolate bar, such boxes can be packed in it. So let me show you some very tricky question. So your boxes are triangular basically. So you will put 2 triangular boxes like this, and this is the side view of those boxes. They are triangular prism shaped boxes. So when you will put them like this, they will make a rectangular box, and in this you have 2 boxes. Okay, so such 40 boxes are supposed to be put there. Triangular boxes are 80, but like this, 6 centimeter, 4.5 height. Okay, so in the lengthwise, the length of your big carton is 30. So the length of here is 6. So you will divide 30 with the 6, and that will be 5. So you can put 5 such boxes and lengthwise. The widthwise, the width is, the width is how much? The width of this thing is 14. So, so the width of the carton is 28. The width of this triangular box is 14. So you can put 2 boxes in the widthwise. So in the first layer, how many triangular boxes are there? So there are five in the lengthwise and two in the widthwise. And in each box, you have two triangular boxes. So in the first layer and the carton, you will have 20 such things. So how many layers you will need, because you have to put there 80 triangular prisms, triangular boxes. So in one layer you have 20, so 80 divided by 24. So it means you need four layers. So what will be the height of the four layers? One layer is of 4.5 centimeter height. So the four layers will be 4 into 4.5, and that will be 18 centimeter. So the height will be 18 centimeter. Let me check the answer. So you can see here. Question number 5, its B part is showing up. 18 is the right answer. So I hope you understand this technique. This is not a simple mathematics. It requires a lot of common sense also. Okay, this is one day the company packs 37,500 of these boxes into cartons. How many complete cartons are packed that day? So in one carton, you have 80 of such boxes. So total 37,500. So divide the 37,500 with the 80 and you will get the number of the boxes. So I'm going to use the method of proportion. So boxes and cartons, one carton carries 80 boxes. So if you have 37,500 boxes, how many cartons? So 80 by 37,500 equals to 1 by x. So cross multiply. So you will have 80x is equals to 37,500. So x will be equals to 37,500 divided by 80. So x will be equals to 468.75. So because you have to tell how many are the complete cartons which can be filled. So they are 468 cartons. So 468 cartons can be filled. 468 is the right answer, sir. From the marking scheme, I can tell you. Okay, so that was a 2 marks question. Okay, we are going to the next question. He says, the company sells the chocolate bars to shops for $0.70 each bar. The company makes 40% profit on each bar it sells. Work out the cost to the company of producing each bar. They have the company has what the company cost, I don't know, that let us suppose that is x, and the company makes 40% profit. So the cost plus the profit will be equal to the sale price when they sell a chocolate bar on $0.70. So it will be x plus 40% of x equals to 0.70. So that will be the equation, and very easily we can find, let the cost to the company is x dollars. So it will be x plus 40 by 100 into x is equal to 0.7. So take the LCM on the left side. So you will have 100x plus 40x, and below that we will have 100 equals to 0.70. So it will be 140x by 100 is equal to 0.70. So x will be equals to 0.70 multiply 100 divided by 140. So it will be $0.5. So it means that the cost to the company of making a one chocolate bar is $0.5, and they are selling it at $0.7, and so they are making a profit of 40% on the cost price. So our answer is $0.5. So let's check. $0.5 is the right answer. I think our answers are good. Okay. So then he says a shop buys one carton of chocolate bars. They sell in each chocolate, in each carton, you have 80 chocolate bars. So they sell 3 by 5 of the bars at a profit of 30%. So they sell each of the remaining bars at $0.84. So calculate the overall percentage profit made by the shop from selling all the 80 bars. So it's a 5 marks question. Huge mark. Means it got a lot of marks. So total there are 80 chocolates which you are going to sell, and 3 by 5 of the 80 are sold at 30% profit. Okay, so we can find out their sale price. We know their cost price of each chocolate is 0.7. So there are two kinds of sales they have made in the sale number one. 3 by 5 of the 80 chocolates are sold at a profit of 30. So this is the number of the chocolates, 3 by 5 of the 80, and This is their sale price. So 0.7 plus 30% of 0.70. So when you multiply this whole thing, you get 43.68. So the sale number one, you get 43.68. And if you multiply 3 by 5 into 80, this is 48. So he says the remaining chocolates are sold at a cost of at the sale price of $0.84. So the remaining chocolates are 80 minus 48, and then you multiply this number with the 0.84. So these are the remaining chocolates, and their sale price is 0.84. When you multiply them, you get 26.88. Now the total sale is sale number one plus sale number two, so that is 43.68 plus 26.88, so that will be $70.56. So the cost is the cost of buying those chocolates for the shopkeeper is 80 multiplied 0.70, so that will be $56. And the sale is $70.56. So how much is the profit? The profit is sale price minus the cost price. So it will be sale price is 70.56, and the cost price is 56. So 70.56 minus 56, and that will be $14.56. So the profit they have earned is $14.56. Now the percent profit is profit divided by the cost multiplied 100. So the profit is 14.56, and the cost is 56 and multiply 100. So 14.56 divided by 56 multiply 100, and that will be 26%. 26%. So let's check if our answers are right. 26% is the right answer, sir. You can see on the marking scheme, it is showing up. So let me reduce the size so you can see this whole. So this whole part is showing up on your screen. You can pause the video and you can watch this carefully. You can pause the video, take your time. That was a 5 marks question. Okay. So now we are going to the next question. That next question is question number 6. The table shows some values for y is equals to x cubed divided by 4 minus x plus 1. So this is equation given, and the table is almost filled. Only the last number is not given there. So what we will do, we will put in that equation in the place of x, I will substitute 3, and I will find out what is the value of the y. So in your calculator, you will write 3 cubed divided by 4 minus 3 plus 1 equals 2, and you will get this answer. So let me show you. I have done this, and here we go. The answer will be 4.75. Unfortunately, I was not able to rotate it. So, but the value, when the x will be 3, the y value will be 4.75. Let me show you. 4.75 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so now the next question is draw the graph of this, and this table is given from -3 to 3. The x values are given. The grid is already calibrated. You simply have to plot these points. Okay, so I am going to plot these points. Let me show you this. Okay. So at -3, I will put -2.75. At -3, -2.75. So this is that point. And at -2, the value will be 1. At -2, the value is 1. Put this dot. And at -1, it is 1.75. At 1, it is 1.75. Okay. And at 0, it is 1. At 0, it is 1. This dot. And then at 1, it is 0.25. At 1, it is 0.25. Okay. And at 2, it is 1. At 2, it is 1. So this is the point. And okay. And at 3, it was how much? 4 point something. So at 3, it was 4 point something, 4.75. Put this dot. Then you join them with a smooth curve, and the graph will be like this. Okay, this is the graph of the cubic equation. So once you have plotted these points, then their question is, and that was a 3 marks question. Then they say, okay, on the same grid, draw the graph of y is equals to 1 by x plus 1. So I will make a small table for this equation, and I will draw them on the graph. Okay, so let me show you. So you can see here, I have made the table, and that table is x. I will take different values of the x. For example, I take 0. When I put 0 in that equation, I get 1. When I put 3 in that equation, I get the y value is 2. When I put minus 3 there, the y value is 0. So I will plot these points 0, comma 1, 3, comma 2, minus 3, comma 0. So I have plotted these points here. You can see here, here, and here, and then I join them with the straight line. Okay, so this was their main task, to draw that line. Okay, use your graph to find all the values of the x where the this straight line y equals to 1 by 3x plus 1, and the curve y equals to x cubed divided by 4 minus x plus 1 um, crosses each other. Okay, so where they intersect each other, this straight line and that main curve. So they have intersected each other at 3 points, at this point, at this point, and at this point. So I will check under this point where the curve and the line have intersected, what is the value of the x. I will check what is the value of x at this point of intersection between the line and the curve, and I will check what is the value of the x under this point. So we have already checked it, and its values are, there are 3 points where this straight line and that graph has intersected. So that is 0, and at minus 2.3, and at 2.25. Minus 2.25 and 0, and okay, so our answers looks good. So there is no problem in these questions. Okay, so now we are going to the next question. He says the values of the x where this and this cost are the solutions of the equation this. Given that a and b are the integers, find the value of the a and the b. So what you will do, you have that line, the equation of that line, you have the equation of that curve. You will equate them, and you will form an equation like this. From there, I can tell you the values of the a and the b. So let me show you. Let me increase the size so you can see clearly. Okay. Now here on your screen, you can see y is equals to 1 by 3x plus 1, and the other equation of the curve is y is equals to x cubed by 4 minus x plus 1. So I will equate both of these equations. Their y values will be equal to each other. So the x by 3 plus 1 is equal to x cubed by 4 minus x plus 1. So I will take the LCM on the left side. I will also take the LCM on the right side. So on the left side, the LCM is 3. So you will have x plus 3 divided by 3. The whole thing divided by 3 equals to, on the right side, you will have the 4 LCM, and the LCM will be 4. So it will be x cubed minus 4x and plus 4, the whole thing divided by 4. So cross multiply. So you will have 4x plus 12 equals to, the 3 will multiply with that expression. So you will have 3x cubed minus 12x plus 12. So you will have 4x plus 12x equals to 3x cubed plus 12 plus 12. They are cancelled. So you will have 16x equals to 3x cubed. So 3x cubed is equal to 16x. They said that the equation will be ax cubed equals to bx. So the a value is 3, and by comparison, I'm telling you the a value is 3 and the b value is 16. So the a value is 3 and the b value is 16. So our answers are right. Okay. So then we are going to the next question. Here we have, he says here are the 4 equations. Y is equals to x square minus 2x, and y is equals to x square minus 2. Y is equals to x square plus 2x, and y is equals to 2x square. The graphs of the 3 of these equations are sketched below. Write the correct equation below each graph. It's a 2 marks question, and very simple. Let me show you. I will explain you how this is done. You know that if the coefficient of the, okay, so first of all I will take I will take this equation. It is x square minus 2x. Okay, so let me show you. I have done this x square minus 2x. So here I have tried to explain it, x square minus 2x. So I will take the x common from it. So it will become x bracket x minus 2. It's a happy phase because the coefficient of the x square is positive. So x into x minus 2, and that can be written as x plus 0 in one bracket and x minus 2 in the other bracket. So it's a happy phase, and its x-intercepts are at 0 and at positive 2. Its x-intercepts are at 0 and minus 2. So you can see I have drawn this. Do we have this diagram here? Yeah, here. So these two match. So this equation is y is equals to x square minus 2x. Okay. Now I will take this equation and I will show you how this is, how you can tell what is the graph. Okay, so here I have done that. So you will have 2x square minus 2. Take 2 common, so it will be x square minus 1 in the bracket. So x square minus 1 is two perfect squares and a negative between them. So it will be y equals to 2 bracket x plus 1 bracket close bracket start and x minus 1 in the other bracket. So it's a equation which is a happy phase because the coefficient of the x square is positive. So it will be a happy phase, and when the x will be 0, the y will be not 0, and its x-intercepts, one x-intercept is minus 1, the other x-intercept will be plus 1. So I think its graph will be something like this, and that graph is right here. So its equation is y equals to x square minus 2. Now I will take this third equation and I will try to show you how its graph is made. So here I have, okay. So here I have done work for the third equation. So it will be, I'm talking about here. So it will be y is equal to x square plus 2x. So x is common. So it's a happy phase because the x square is positive. Its coefficient is positive. So y is equals to x bracket x plus 2. So x, the lone x, that can be written as in a bracket x plus 0, and the other bracket is x plus 2. So it's a happy phase, and its x-intercepts are 0 and minus 2. I changed their sign, okay? So the x-intercepts will be 0 and minus 2. So it graphs should be something like this. Do we have this shape here? No. Okay, so this last graph, y is equals to 2x square. It's a happy phase, and its x-intercept will be 0. And uh, when you will put 0 in it, in the place of x, the y will be also 0. So its graph will be something like this. So its graph is right now in front of you. So this will be y equals to 2x square. So this is how we have decided on these shapes that they belongs to which equation. So hopefully you understand what I have done here. So this is y equals to 2x square, this is y equals to 2x square minus 2, and this is y is equals to x square minus 2x. So let's check. Let's check. So our answer is right, sir. So that was the question. Okay, so we are going to the next question. And in the next question, he says, it's a 3 marks question. We have to find out the value of the x. The diagram shows a quadrilateral and part of a regular octagon. AB is a straight line. Form an equation in x and solve it to find the value of the x. Okay, so this is an octagon. Okay, so this is a quadrilateral. So this angle is 135. So this internal angle will be also 135. Let me call this angle alpha. So alpha plus 135 because it's a straight line, and alpha and 135 are the adjacent angles on a straight line. So their sum will be 180. So alpha plus 135 will be equals to 180. From there, I can find out the value of this alpha. So once I know the alpha, and then alpha plus 3x plus 103 plus x plus 20 will be equals to 360 because it's a quadrilateral, the four-sided figure, and it's the sum of its internal angle is always 360. So let me show you how I have done this. So this is that first part. This angle will be also 135 because it's a regular octagon. So 135 plus alpha, and so alpha value will be 45. I will show you how this is done. So the 135 plus alpha is equals to 180. So the alpha will be equal to 180 minus 135, and that will be 45. Then the alpha plus 3x plus 103 plus x plus 20 is equals to 360. So alpha is 45. So 45 plus 3x plus 103 plus x plus 20 is equal to 360. So 4x is equal to 360 minus 20 minus 103 minus 45. So the 4x will be equals to 192. So the x will be equals to 192 divided by 4, and that will be 48. So the angle PQT, the angle PQT, sorry, the angle X is 48. So just ignore this. By mistake, I think I have written there PQT. PQT is not here. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and that was 48. Let's check. Okay, the value of the angle X is 48. Just ignore that PQT. I mixed that with something. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen is question number 13. He says he says P, Q, R, and S. P, Q, R, S, and T are the points on the circumference of a circle center O. The PSQ angle is 32 degree and O lies on the TQ, and PS is parallel to the QR. And another important thing is that the QR is equals to the RS. This QR length and the RS length, they are equal. So this SRQ is an iso triangle because its two sides are equal to each other. So their question is find the PQT. The PQT is where? The PQT is this angle, the PQT. They want me to find out this angle. Okay, so you see this is the diameter, the TQ is the diameter. So the Q TQ is diameter, so this TPQ angle will be 90 because the right angle in the semicircle, uh, you can see this angle is 32, and so this angle will be also 32 because the angles in the same segment. So once I know this is 32, once I know this is 90, then I can find out the PQT. That will be equal to 180 minus 90 and minus 32. So let me show you my solution. Sorry. So, okay. So we are going to the next question. Let me increase the size. Okay. So that PTQ is equals to the PSQ angles in the same segment. So the PTQ angle will be also 32 degree. The TPQ angle is 90 degree because the right angle in the semicircle, the TQ is the diameter. And now in that triangle, PQT plus the 90 plus the 32, that will be equals to the 180, sum of the internal angles of the triangle. So the PQT will be equals to 180 minus 90 minus 32. So the PQT will be equals to 58. So the PQT will be the 58. So our answers are right. Okay. Now, this was the 3 marks question. The next question is what is the QRS? They want QRS. Okay. So I know this angle, and that's how much 50. That was 58. So I know this angle. So I also know this angle. That will be also, uh, 58. So you see this parallel line. This is parallel line. This is parallel line. This line is intersecting. That's the transverse wave. Sorry, transversal line. If this angle is 32, this angle will be also 32 because this is an isotriangle. If this is 32, this angle will be also 32. They are the base angles of the isotriangle, and the angles opposite to the equal sides, they are also equal to each other. So if this is 32, this is also 32. So from 180, I will subtract 32, 32. Then I will get this angle. That is I think that is the question they have asked me, QRS. Yeah, the QRS will be equals to 180 minus 32 minus 32. Let me show you. the right procedure. So that is question number 7 and B, second part. So the RQS is equals to the PSQ because they are the alternate angles. So the RQS will be equals to 32. The QSR is equals to the RQS because they are the base angles of the isotriangle. So the QSR will be also 32. So now in that triangle, the QRS plus the 32 plus the 32 is equals to 180 because that is an isotriangle. The two sides are equal, so the two angles are also equal. So the QRS is equals to 180 minus 32 minus 32. So the QRS will be equals to 116. 116. 116 is the right answer in front of you. Okay, now the next thing they are asking is about the TQS. That's a 1 mark question, TQS, the TQS, T, Q, and S. They want me to find out this angle, okay? So TQS, and let me say TQS will be equals to TQS plus the PQT plus the RQS, and that will be equals to 180 minus 64. The reason is, you know, TQS. I want to find out this angle, okay? So it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So from the cyclic quadrilateral, I'm telling you TQS plus the PQT plus the RQS is equals to 180 minus 64. So the TQS will be equals to PQT is 48 and plus RQS is 32. So let me go to so the TQS is equals to 180 minus 64 minus 80. So TQS will be equals to 26. So this is how you do this. The TQS will be equals to 26. That's 26. So that was the question number 7. It's B part. So these are the questions. Okay, so we are going to the next question. Here we have, it says it's a 2 marks question and it's a 2 marks question. Question number 8, it's first part. A display notice is made by removing a sector of a circle from a larger sector. Both sectors have an angle of 110 degree. The radii of the sectors are 80 centimeter and 45 centimeter. Calculate the length, the arc length L. Okay. So this arc length L, very easily we can find. The formula is theta by 362 pi r. Theta here is 110 and the radius of that arc is 80. So it's a 2 marks question, very simple, straightforward question. Oh, sorry. And here we go. So the question number 8A, first part, the arc, the formula for the arc is theta by 362 pi r. So the arc length L will be equals to 110 divided by 360 multiply 2 multiply pi multiply 80. So answer will be 153.5 centimeter. 153.5 centimeter. So our answer is right. You can round it off and it will be 154. 154. Okay, the next question they are saying is it's a 3 marks question. Calculate the area of this display notice, sorry. So the area is this area which is shaded here. So I will find the area of the big sector. From there I will subtract the area of this small sector. So that will be the area of the, okay. So the shaded area or the area of the display will be the area 1 minus the area 2. And you can, the area will be theta by 360 pi r square minus theta by 360 pi r square. So it's a one is a big sector, the other one is a small sector. So it will be 110 by 360 multiply pi multiply 80 square minus 110 divided by 360 pi multiply 45 square. So it will be 6,146.03175 minus 1944.64. So when you subtract them, you get 4201.4. So when you round it off to two significant figures, it will be 4,200 centimeters square. So the shaded area or the area of the display is 4,200. So 4199 to 4200. Our answer is right. Okay. Now, the next question is the B part of the question number 8, and it's a 2 marks question. He says the The diagram shows a display notice mathematically similar to the one in the part A. The radius of the larger sector is 32. In the previous figure, the radius of the larger sector was 80. So calculate the area of this display notice. So very simple. I can, because they both are similar to each other. So the two 2D diagrams who are similar to each other, the ratio of their areas is equal to the ratio of their radius. So area 1 by area 2 is equal to radius 1 by radius 2 whole square. Area 1 of the display is 4200 and area 2 is question. The radius 1 is 80, the large radius in the first figure, and the large radius in the second figure is 32. So square on the ratio of the radius. So just cross multiply, you will have 4200 multiply 32 square divided by 80 square. So the area 2 will be, when you do this in your calculator, so 4200 multiply 32 square divided by 80 square, and that will be 672 centimeter square. So 672 centimeter square, 672 centimeter square. So our answer is right. So this is how you do question number 8, and it's B part. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so we are going to the next question. So next question is question number 9. He says a bag contains 10 tiles. There are 4 red tiles, X white tiles, and the rest are blue tiles. 2 tiles are taken at random without replacement from the bag. Complete the tree diagram. So there are 4 red tiles, X white tiles. So the remaining are the blue tiles. So that will be 10 minus 4 minus X. So that will be 6 minus X. So 4 by 10, X by 10, 6 minus X by 10. So the rest of the tree diagram is completed. Only this portion is not completed. Okay. So if you want to complete it, let me show you. Let this thing go where. Okay. So if the first tile taken out is a blue tile, so what is the chances of the second tile will be red? That will be 4 by 9 because the red tiles are 4. If blue tile is taken out first, what are the chances that the second tile will be white? The white will be X and divided by 9 because one tile has already been taken out. Okay, now if the first tile is blue, what is the chances of the second tile being blue? That is already given 5 minus by 9. So this is the tree. Let me show you. I have completed that. That was the first part. So let me reduce the size. We have to complete the tree diagram. So you can see these are the 2 values which we have to put there. So this is showing up on your screen. Hopefully you understand. And let's go to the next part. So let's check. 4 by 9, X by 9. So our answer is also 4 by 9, X by 9. Okay, so we are going to the next question is to calculate the probability that both the tiles are red. The probability of the red, comma red. The probability of the red, comma red is here. You can see this is red, comma red. So just multiply these, the probabilities. So the probability of the red, comma red will be 4 by 10 multiplied 3 by 9. Okay. So let me show you. Okay. So here on your screen, this is showing up. Okay. So the probability of the red, comma red will be 4 by 10 multiplied 3 by 9. So it will be 12 by 90. So when you simplify, it will be 2 by 15. So that's question number 9. 12 by 90 is the right answer, sir. Okay. So the next question is show that the probability that the tiles are both the same color is this. So we have to show this thing. Okay. The tiles are of the same color. It means the probability of the red, comma red plus the probability of the white, comma white plus the probability of the blue, comma blue. Red, comma red, it is 4 by 10 multiplied 3 by 9. White, comma white will be X by 10 multiplied X minus 1 by 9. And blue, comma blue will be 6 minus X by 10 multiplied 5 minus X by 9. So it will be 12 by 90 plus this will be X squared minus X by 90. This will be 30 minus X minus 5X plus X squared divided by 90. So because all of them, their denominators are 90, 90, 90, so you can write a single fraction. So it will become 12 plus x squared minus x plus x squared minus 11x plus 30. The whole thing divided by 90. So you will have 2x squared minus 12x plus 42 divided by 90. So take the 2 common from the numerator, and that 2 will be cancelled with the 90. So you are left with the x squared minus 6x plus 21 divided by 45. And that is that thing which you were supposed to show. So it's a 4-mark question. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole thing together. So very important, it's a 4-mark question. Means the part. That was, you just have to show that. Okay, so then he says that the probability that the tiles are both the same color is 16 by 45. Show that you can get this. Okay, so we also already have the probability of getting the same color. This is that probability. And he says it is 16 by 45. So we will write this equal to 16 by 45. So we will cross multiply them. So you will have 45, 45 is cancelled. So you are left with x squared minus 6x plus 21 equals to 16. Bring that 16 to the other side. So it will be x squared minus 6x plus 21 minus 16 equals to 0. So it will be x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0. So we have shown that equation. And in the last part, he says it's a 2 marks question. He says solve this equation. It is x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals to 0. Easily, I can do the midterm breaking here. And so I will do the midterm breaking. So on your screen, that's showing up. Okay, so I'm going to do the midterm breaking. So 5 into 1 give you 5, and when you add them, it can give you 6, but you want minus 6, so both of them will be minus. So minus 1 and minus 5. So I'm going to do the midterm breaking. So x squared minus 5x minus x plus 5 equals to 0. From the first two terms, I can take the x common. So in the bracket from the first two terms, x is common. So bracket x minus 5, bracket close. From the last two terms, minus 1 is common. So put a bracket there, and in the bracket, minus 1 will be out, and the bracket x minus 5 bracket close equals 0. Now, from the both the terms, a bracket x minus 5 can be common. From the first term, you will have x in the second bracket, and from the second term, you will have minus 1 in the second bracket. So here you have two brackets which are multiplying with each other, and their answer is 0. So either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. So I will make the first bracket 0, x minus 5 is equals to 0, so x will be equals to 5. Then I will make the second bracket 0, so x minus 1 is equals to 0, so x minus 1 equals 0, so x equals to positive 1. So there are two values of x, one is 5 and the other one is 1. Okay, now he says there are more red tiles than the white tiles in the bag. Find the probability that the first tile taken from the bag is blue. So he's saying there are more red tiles. You know, the red tiles are how much? How many? There are 4 red tiles. Okay. And he says the red tiles, there are 4 red tiles. It was given in the question. And now he says there are more red tiles than the white tiles. So the value of the x, there are two values of the x you have. One value is 1, the other value is 5. So it means the white tiles are 1 or white tiles are 5. But they said that the red tiles are more than the white tiles, and the red tiles are only 4. So you cannot take this 5 because if the white tiles are 5, then you will not, that condition will not be satisfied, because they said the red tiles are more than the white tile. So the red is 4, the white is x. So the white, there are two values, so I will take only 1. So the white tile, the x value is 1. Then the question was, what is the probability of getting a blue tile? The blue tile probability is 6 minus x divided by 10. So it will be 6 minus 1 divided by 10. That will be 5 by 10. That is 1 by 2. So let's check. So we are done with this, and our answers are right. We're done with this. 5 and 1, that is the value of the x, and 5 by 10 is the right answer. So we are done with this question. Okay, so now we are on the question number 10. Here, ABCD is a field with the AB 750 meter, BC 600 meters. Inside the field is a straight path AC of the length 800 meter, and DSC angle, the DSC angle is 90 degree. Show that the ACB angle is 62.9 degrees, correct one. So they are talking about this angle, ACB. In this triangle, I know the three sides. If I know the three sides, I can find out this angle very easily. I will use the law of cosine, and I will use that shape of law of cosine in which we find the angles. And the formula is cos theta is equals to, here it comes. So very easily I can show that. Cos of the ACB will be equals to A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. That's the formula, law of cosine, in which you find the angle. So the cos of the ACB will be equals to the 600 square plus 800 square minus 750 square, whole thing divided by, and in the denominator we will write 2 multiply 600 multiply 800. So the cos of the ACB will be equals to, take this cos to the other side. So whatever is the answer of this fraction, this cos will go on the other side, it will become cos inverse. So take the cos inverse of the answer of this fraction, and you will get at the end 62.88, which is 62.9. So this was how you will show that that angle is this. Okay. So that was a 3 marks question, very simple, straightforward. He says the area of the field is 37500 meters square. Calculate the AD. It's a 4-mark question. We want to find out what is the this. So I will divide that field into 2 parts, and this part and this part. This is a right angle triangle. Its area is 1 by 2 into the base into the height. I want to find out the AD, and I know this side. The area of this triangle I can find. I know this angle. I know the two sides. The formula is 1 by 2 AB sine theta. So very easily I can find out that area. So here we go. So here the total area is given, that 375,000 meters square. So if it composed of 2 areas, area 1 and area 2. The area 1 is a triangle, the other one is also a triangle. That is 1 by, the area of 1 will be 1 by 2 into AD into 800 plus 1 by 2 into 600 into 800 into sine of 62.9, and that is equal to 375,000. So it will be 400 AD plus this will be 21365 1.0731 equals to 375,000. So I will take this to the other side, it will subtract there, and then this 400 will go there and it will divide there. So when you do this calculation, it will be 403.3 meter. So the AD is 4. So the AD will be 403. Okay, so our answer is right. Okay, now the next question they are asking is, he says calculate the ACD. They want me to find out this angle. So I know this, I know this. I can apply the tan, and this will be the base, this will be the perpendicular. So by applying the tan, I can find out this angle. Very simple. So the ACD will be equals to tan of the ACD will be perpendicular base. The perpendicular is 403.3 and the base is 800. So the ACD will be equal to tan inverse of whatever is that the value of that fraction. And that will give you 26.75. 26.75 is the right answer. So let's check if our answer is right or not. 26.7 is the right answer. Okay, we are checking the answers with the marking scheme also. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and he says, okay, this is a 4-mark question, and that's the last question of this paper. And we want to find out this value A. X is a point on the DC. Okay, X is a point on the DC. I know this angle. We just calculated that ACD. I know this angle. This is 800. This is 500. I know this 403.3. And they want me to find out X is a point on the DC and the AX is 500. Calculate the obtuse angle AXC. So they want me to find out this angle, and this is obtuse. Okay. I know this angle. I can use the law of sines and I can find this angle, but there's a problem. When you will take the sine inverse, the calculator will give you the acute value, but they want me to find out the obtuse value. So I will do manually 180 minus whatever is the answer on the calculator. Let me show you how this is done. Now you see, I know this side is 500. I know this is 800. I know this angle we just calculated 26.75. And they want me to find out this angle, but this angle is obtuse. Okay. So opposite to this side is this angle, opposite to this side is this angle, which I want to find out. So I'm going to apply the law of sines, rule of sines, law of sines, you can say. So sine of the AXC divided by 800 is equal to the sine of 26.75 divided by 500. So the sine of the AXC is equals to 800 multiplied sine 26.75 divided by 500, and the AXC angle will be 26.1 once you take the sine inverse. So this angle AXC is 26.1. This is acute angle. The calculator, whenever you do the sine inverse, always give you, it will always give you the acute angle. But we know that they have asked us to find out this obtuse angle, so we have to do it manually, and that is 180 minus the acute angle. So it will be 180 minus 46.1, and that will be 133.9. So let's check 133.9. 133.8, 134. So our answer is right. And we have reached the end of this paper. So the paper is over. There were 10 questions in this paper. So, okay, so, okay. So, my dear students, today in this session, in this video, I have tried to solve May June 2020 2-1 paper. And this paper 2 belongs from the variant 1 or the zone 1. If you have learned from this video, if this video has made your life little easier, please like this video, share the link of this video onto your Facebook account, onto your Instagram, and onto your Twitter account. And because this will help me promote my channel, and it's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos and I can touch so many lives who are in Cambridge or studying Cambridge around the world and help them. And it's a blessing for me. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. God bless you all.